Hi Libra. I don't know what is with your energy today, but I cannot tell you the number of setbacks I had trying to do your reading. Hours ago, probably around 9 or 10 o'clock, the boys who live in the apartment above us, granted, it's Saturday, that's fine, but I don't know, their music was just abnormally loud, which I never, I'm a DJ, I don't generally complain about loud music, but it was just I felt like whatever, I don't even know who it was, I just felt like the singer was right here. It was too, anyway, it's not the most comforting, I guess, for reading. I don't know. Anyway, and then when I was finally going to start, I realized my laptop charger was, I left it at work. So, had to run to the Apple store. But, really, it's I can't even complain because I happen to live in Manhattan, and I don't know how many 24-hour Apple stores there are anywhere else. But here, I'm fortunate enough to have one, so I can't really complain. And now here we are. So, I got cut off me saying it in the Pisces video, but I know my Pisces and you guys are most likely cross-watching for a Libra anyway, so this message will reach you. Basically, I'm still new to this, and I don't have, on the 3rd of the month, I'll have your readings. I don't know. The way I'm doing it so far is when I feel like it's the right day, the right time for a certain sign, then I'll do it. But yeah, so, Libra. Earlier when I wanted to start your reading, I was just thinking, and a message that I really wanted to focus on for you guys in particular. I mean, everybody could use this message, but especially I felt Libras needed to hear it. I think, in general, we are terrified to let people see us as we truly are. And I'm not sure why. It's okay, so when I go out, I'm an astrologer. I want to know I want to do a chart reading for everyone I meet. And if I'm out, I am pretty much uninhibited. And, right after hi, I'll be like, do you know what time you were born? Which my friends cringe because they're like, oh my God, what is she doing? And, a few years ago, I used to be like, oh, well, I can't ask that yet. They'll think I'm weird. And then over time, I'm like, you know what? I am weird. So, I think by truly being myself, I've allowed people to come in my life who are meant to be there. Hierophant just popped out. I don't know why. Conformity, institutions, corporations, school, pretty much structured ways of doing things. Can also be commitment, marriage, or spirituality. I don't really see this as spirituality ever though, personally, unless it's not new age spirituality. But I'll put that over there. But yeah, I just think the majority of the world, we wear a mask when we go out, when we meet people. And we wear that mask for a while because we have this fear that if people saw who I really am, they won't like me. And the thing is, the people who you want to like you, who you should have around you, if you initially show them who you are right off the bat, they'll stay. And the people who, later on, you find out you guys don't mesh, it's, maybe they liked your mask, you liked their mask, blah, 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 but it's you can just be upfront, just be yourself. Number one, you will be so much more comfortable in life. And two, it's like, you know, I've wasted a lot of time on relationships or people that I'm like, wow, I don't think we were ever meant to be in each other's lives for any reason. That's not true. I think everyone comes together for a reason, but, it's just, I don't like anything surface level. I really want to know a person. And if I find out that I've been looking at like a screen or like, a mask or some kind of thing that's not them, I'm like, well, who are you? So, I don't know. I think that was the message I had for you guys before I started. So at the bottom of the deck, we have the Fool. I'm using the Crystal Visions Tarot. I just got it. Love it. It's so pretty. So, the typical Fool in the Rider-Waite deck, it's this guy. And he's kind of like, whistling, strolling along. He's totally he's not ready to fall off a cliff. He's more like ignorant to the fact there's a cliff under him that he's about to fall off of. In this, it looks like, she's totally aware that there's a cliff there. I feel like she does, what is it, like, like aerial yoga where there's like, you have these ribbons and you can just like hang and like be airborne and you're fine and you're graceful at it. That's like the vibe I got from her. Like, she's about to go into this like new adventure, suspended in air, but like she's probably good at it and she's prepared and she's like, no, I'm fine. So these two cards popped out that were separate. This one I think I'm going to pull at the end, and this one I'll pull at the beginning. So I have the Three of Pentacles reversed. So, upright, the Three of Pentacles. Interesting. Okay, so I'm still learning this deck because it's new. So normally the Three of Pentacles in the Rider-Waite deck has three people. So a lot of the time, when I see the Three of Pentacles, I don't just think as simply as like, oh, groups working together. It's like, yeah, okay. Especially in the reverse, I usually think of like some unknown third person or something like that. And if you look at these two people, it's like the girl is kind of like, just doing her work. And then if you look at the guy's face, it's like he looks like he's thinking of something. He has information that like this girl doesn't, and he doesn't know how to tell her almost. So it's in the reverse. So the vibe that I'm getting from this is like, and with the Hierophant over here, maybe there's some work situation that there's more than one person involved, but it's like the main person who needs to know that there's more than one person involved doesn't know. So I don't know if you're one of the people that's clued into what's going on or you're not, but I just feel like there is a group of people working together and someone is out of the loop, but like unfairly. Okay, so your current situation. Okay. So your current situation is the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, it's pretty much the same as regular Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles in reverse emotionally can talk about a feeling of abandonment, or it can talk about, we have work stuff over here, we have Pentacles over here, two of them. So I'm really getting work. So, maybe you're coming out of a time where you feel like, you didn't have enough. You didn't have enough money. You didn't have enough of something and you were struggling to get by. Or maybe it was a mental block that you were putting on yourself and you really had enough, but you were just feeling like you didn't. And, what I'm getting from this is you're coming out of that. And then, so what's crossing you is the Eight of Pentacles reversed. So what I'm getting from that is maybe you went through this period of just working really hard, which is what the Eight of Pentacles upright, I have lipstick on my hand. Oops. Which is what the Eight of Pentacles is about, is just working hard at whatever it is you do. And maybe during this time period where you're just working and working and working, you're not getting that raise, you're not getting that promotion, and you're kind of just like, I'm broke, I'm doing all this extra work, what's going on? And now it's like that period of hard work is over, and you know, you're coming out of a period of feeling like you don't have enough or you're not getting enough. In the past, recent past, you have the Ace of Swords. I did stutter and say Eight of Swords, so even though that's not the card, I do kind of want to hold on to that, because the Eight of Swords is all about mental blocks. So I'm going to hold on to it. But the Ace of Swords, swords are mental clarity. You know, it's air, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, but I don't really see that mattering here. So it's gaining clarity about something. You know, maybe there's something you were confused about, you're foggy about, you weren't sure how something was really going to pan out, and finally you got the answers you needed so you can move forward. What's driving this reading is the Queen of Swords reversed. So, oh my God. Okay, so the Queen of Swords upright. Look, this woman is about to, like, cut this butterfly. Okay, like, okay, first, you should not touch butterflies because they have powder on their wings, and if you mess it up, they can't fly anymore. And this woman is not only holding this butterfly, she looks like she's about to cut its face off. And then you have her in the reverse, and I always say that the Queen of Swords in reverse is a bitch. You know, I'm getting this feeling of gossip or, like, just, I don't know, bitch energy right here in your workplace. Maybe you gain clarity about this person, or, you know, this could be the person who, in the Three of Pentacles, is kind of holding on to information and isn't telling you what you need to. Either way, it's not someone friendly in your workplace or friendly that you want to, you know, be besties with. Okay, so what you're looking towards is the King of Cups. This, you know, it's maybe, either way, King of Cups is somebody who's very emotionally fulfilling. You know, he's just someone very comforting to be around. You know, this is some guy that's very in tune with his emotions, knows how to make you feel comfortable and fulfilled and safe. And I don't know if this is in romantic, you know, relationships or if this is in work. But if it's in work, you know, maybe you have somebody in your workplace that kind of, you know, negates, like, this bitch energy here and, like, kind of can calm you down and be like, hey, it's okay, like, just, you know, or maybe it's something separate than that, and it's someone you're talking to, or someone you want to start talking to, or this energy that you hope comes into your life soon. In your near future, you have the Eight of Wands. So the Eight of Wands is all about fast communication. So with this fast communication, usually I see the Eight of Wands as, like, I usually see it as texting or, I don't know, Facebook or whatever you use for that. But I see a lot of texting going back and forth. If it's with this King of Cups, maybe you two are talking to each other a lot. I don't really think it's with this bitch energy, but, I mean, it could be. But I'm really feeling it more connected to the King of Cups. Your advice right now is the Page of Swords reversed. God, some of these swords cards are, like, so uncomfortable. So, yeah, they're all about to, like, stab an animal in all of them. Like, look, she's about to, like, poke the raven. I don't know. Why? So, yeah, you know, the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords in the reverse, like, people talk about it being, like, this sneaky spying energy. Like, and when I say spying, it's like, I don't know, are you stalking this person a lot on Facebook? Are you kind of watching their Snapchat? Like, well, what are they doing? Why are they texting me? Like, I don't know. Are you the crazy bitch energy here? Like, we all do it. I'm not judging. Like, trust me, we all do it. But yeah, So I'm going to say that if you are being that person who is spying and making yourself go nuts, stop it. Because, listen, you're not going to get the information you want to from doing this. You're just going to make yourself crazy and miserable. So knock it off is your advice right now. Wow, I don't even know what this is. Okay, so in this deck, there's one extra card, and it's the unknown card. Okay. Okay, so the unknown card kind of threw me off. I had to research. Yeah, so basically the unknown card is just whatever is in your environment at this time. I can't tell you right now. But I feel like in order to move forward in your situation, you have to go without any personal bias. You know, if there's something going on in your workplace, you need to remove any personal bias. You need to remove anything you're hearing from anyone else. You need to walk forward a blank slate and go. Make your own impressions. You know, and yeah, and if this is in regards to love, you know, maybe you have some fear you're holding on to from the past, and I really think you just need to move forward as best you can. Drop the past behind you. I mean, I know you know to do that, but now this is like really saying like, nah, you got to do that right now. Because if you're with this King of Cups, like, King of Cups is a great dude. Okay, you got to drop anything from the past, anyone that's made you feel insecure, uncertain, and you've just got to go for it because, you know, the potential for a really great relationship is there, and don't let this guy from 3 years ago mess that up for you. Put it in the past and move on. So in your hope and fear position, So in your hope position, you have the Nine of Wands, which in this deck, the Nine of Wands, it's not like the typical terrified, in the Rider-Waite deck, the Nine of Wands is like this guy, he's holding on to his like wands, and he has bandages around his head, and he's just like on his last leg. He's exhausted, and he's just watching his back. But it doesn't look like that in this deck. And I think both Virgo and Pisces got this as well. You know, this is like this goddess who, like, I feel like she's been through a lot, so she knows how to watch her back, but she's not scared. She's like, I got it. You know, and she's sitting there with a fucking lion. You know, if anyone tries to, like, come over there, you think he's like, they got it. You know, so I think that's what you're hoping for. It's to be aware of the past and to gain wisdom from it and strength through it, but to be able to release any blocks that the past might carry. That is the ideal way to handle it, and I think that's the energy you want to be in, which is a great energy, so I suggest doing it. And then what you're worried about is the Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords is someone swooping in with really fast messages, and again, the sword suit is not cuddly, so it's mental, and they're swords. I think this is the only one where he's not stabbing an animal. Although, you know, he's riding a Pegasus, and he's getting really close to its wing, so maybe he's stabbing it. I don't know. But you're just worried about this, like, barrage of information coming at you, and you're just like, oh my god, I'm a Libra, I need to stay balanced, what is going on? And maybe that's what you're worried about. And, I mean, who wouldn't be? Maybe an Aries, but, like, you know, just watch that. And in your outcome, the Eight of Cups reversed. Ooh, okay. So the Eight of Cups upright is about moving on and leaving a situation. In the reverse, you're going back to something. You're going back to someone, something. Actually, it's a good time to look at this card. Oh boy. Magician in reverse. Any of you are dealing with a extremely manipulative person who might be a narcissist or a psychopath, and you're thinking of doing this, please don't. Please don't. I'm Maybe that's an energy you have had before, and you're thinking of going back to that. Now, the Magician in the upright is great. It's all about manifesting your dreams and moving in the direction you want to. And in the reverse, he's a fucking asshole. I swear a lot. I am sorry you guys are gonna have to deal with that. Especially with that card. I swear a lot with that card. So, Libra, I want to pull one more card because, yeah, and this one. Okay, the Nine of Cups. So the Nine of Cups, if it was in the reverse, it would be my narcissist card, but it's in the upright, so it's okay. Yes, the Nine of Cups is all about wish fulfillment. You know, this girl, she's happy. Okay, she's making wishes, and yeah, so, you know, maybe you're going back to something. Maybe you dated someone in the past, and that's weird. Okay, maybe you dated someone in the past, right? Maybe they're the King of Cups. Maybe this isn't a new person. And maybe you're gaining clarity on what you left behind or something like that. And you're thinking of going back to them because they make you happy. When I picked up the deck before to pull that clarifier, the Page of Cups was kind of just sitting here. So the Page of Cups is a love offer. So, I don't know, I'm actually getting some past energy. Libra, if there's someone that you had in the past that you're starting to feel like you shouldn't have walked away from, or a job, it looks like you're going to go back. So, yeah, or you know what this could also, it's not always a psychopath. You guys will learn from me that I have this obsession with psychopaths and narcissists, and I will talk about them a lot. But this can also mean that maybe you realize the position you're in right now is not manifesting what you want, and it's not doing what you thought it was going to do. So this could also be that energy, and it might cause you to turn around and go back to something that you thought you needed to leave behind. But yeah, I guess that's all I have for you for right now. I'm not sure how frequently I'm going to be doing readings. I'm kind of playing it by ear for right now. But I really hope you guys like and share and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram. It's Astrology Bliss. Astrology-Bliss. But yeah, thank you guys so much for clicking this video, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Thanks.